And then I forgot what I was going to say.
PVM.
No, it wasn't about that. It was about something else.
But it's like, what a strange hobby.
Oh, yes, Sunburn. Okay, so Sunburn has two... Because, like, how it works in the vanilla game is you need to get the 7th Shine Sprite in each level to trigger that flood, and that opens up the final dungeon. I'm gonna leave real quick, because we'll do this one later. And we'll finish up Donkey Kong 64 level, or whatever the fuck that level's called. Pianta Village. Yeah, so in the vanilla game, you get all of the Shadow Mario Shine Sprites in all 7 levels, and then it floods and you go to the final dungeon. In Sunburn, you have the choice of either, because, like, I think Shine Sprite-wise, it works out to roughly 70 shines to get the final dungeon. So, like, as an option to make it more like Mario 64 and make it more open and let you have more freedom, you can set it so that the flood happens at 70 shines, regardless of how many Shadow Mario ones you've done or not in Sunburn. So, because, like, one of the problems with the vanilla game is it's like, oh, you have all of these secret Shine Sprites lying around the plaza, but they don't do anything in terms of you actually being able to finish the game. Because, you know, you being able to finish the game is contingent upon you getting all the Shadow Mario Shine Sprites. So the Sunburn makes it so that, you know, like, the pachinko machine actually could contribute to you getting to the final dungeon.
Mikey, edit in a fart every time every time Mario jumps.
No, I'm not doing that.
Do an Ethan style edit.
Okay.
Where that Hanna-Barbera fart sound effect pops up with screen text. Not that one. The that one.
See, what kind of... I have a Panasonic. Is it a CTG? No, it has the...
What's wrong with Alonzo's CRT?
For some reason, when I turn it on, it won't allow me to go to, like, the end, channels, like the line channels.
It'll wrap around from 3 to 66 or something.
No, yeah, and it keeps scanning, like, we need a cable connection in order to get to the channels, and it keeps running, and, like, oh, it didn't work, scan again. It didn't work, scan again, and it won't let me, like, get out of that.
Fucking Wavebird. Kind of, like, bend backwards.
Go check out the back of that CRT if you can, sometime. And give me the model number, I'll help you out, because you'll be able to access the service menu somehow.
I'm trying to... Is this the Panasonic?
Alonzo says he wants a CRT now. What are you saying that for? Curious.
Oh, I've had that. I've had this for a while. I just wanted to get
You've wanted one?
Finally.
Ethan's, like, giving him shit because he's always
No.
yeah,
I'm genuinely curious because I'm interested to see...
for $2,000.
Like, I've actually been giving CRTs to people who don't have them. They're like, oh, I want one. I want one. That sounds really cool.
And, like, these people all gamers, or...
No. The casual people. Or, like, moderate.
I can't imagine what... Unless you're going to watch some DVDs or VHS tapes, I can't imagine why a non-gamer would want one.
Well, I mean, like, to play games on, but not because they're as into it as we are. People who are, like, casual. Like, I sold a Nintendo 64 to my boss.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Actually, I've sold a lot of my extra consoles to people that I work with or my superiors.
Because you're a superior person.
Yeah, right. I usually give it to them for free or for way less than what I bought it for. That's just the general stance that I have. And if it was a gift, I give it away for free. And if it was bought for cheap, I sell it for as cheap or cheaper.
Tricky to get.
That's just how I go. That's how I roll. I try not to be. I think if you're going to give somebody a gift or something like that, you can't be greedy.
Ethan is what you call a high roller.
Well, so was Mikey. He built this PC that we're on right now.
Yeah.
and endless amounts of cables. Which, gotta say, Mikey, thank you again for all of this support you've been giving me to help run up my channel of the Game Maverick. Endless generosity, man.
This is Ethan's channel.
Lately, it's felt like it because I keep demanding shit.
Mikey, edit the giggle onto your PVM.
Are you trying to get up there?
Come on!
Is this the intended way to get up there?
I think so. Like, there's an easier way that I probably should be doing. It's just like they give you the fucking rocket nozzle. You'd think that they'd want you to use it.
Okay, I think I found the model.
You're
What
on.
do you know?
Is it a 27?
It's a PVQ 2012.
It's not a 20-inch screen, though. Drop a picture of it in the Discord.
And yeah, snipping tool. Let's snip out the porn I have on the side.
I was about to say a joke.
I managed to land right between the leaves.
Mikey, save
stop
all those
messing up.
clips and edit in a compilation of you screaming no when all this is over.
How about you do that since you want it so badly? Because I'm gonna have to go through like fucking hours of footage to find that, Ethan.
No. You're working backwards. As you edit over them, just save the clips real quick and then put them together. Unless that's too much work, then don't do it. But every time Michael screams no is funny.
I'm getting real flustered now. I'm so startled.
Oh yes,
I'm so frustrated.
Yeah, reference these Mikey edits before you start the playthrough for best. We just added a quality of life improvement patch to Mikey's editing.
God diggity dog damn it in hell!
Dear Lord. Oh, service
Jesus.
manual.
Yep, service
CRT
manual.
database is amazing.
Yes. Have you ever used it before?
No, I just recently just kind
Yes,
of found
they have
out
like
now.
pictures of as many models as you can find, and they have the service manual for everything.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I got the service manual for my TV now.
Yeah, it's like I said, people get way into it. That's
Okay,
why I have
safety.
14 of them, and I'm about to acquire Mikey's old PVM, which I am so excited about. I'm like, every time I think about it, I get an erection. I am so excited, and I can't wait for... I'll get Mikey to ship it out faster.
I'm not shipping it out till I get the new one. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to get it to you without it breaking.
Double box it, man. Or look up CRT shipping guidelines. You could probably
Because
find
the
that in the CRT
alternative is
database.
Ethan comes to pick it up, drives across the country.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Such aggressive.
I'm also in a CRT Discord, too. I could probably ask them. Or I can invite Mikey to it, and you can ask, what do you think about
Yeah,
that?
because I'm not paying $500 to ship it to you.
No, do you want to get added
And
to this
you are-
room?
What?
Do you want to get added to the CRT Discord?
Sure, why not? Alright,
Alonzo, take the wheel for a minute while I try to figure out how to do this.
Okay
man,
then. Jesus, take the wheel.
I've been blowing some real stinkers today.
From your butt or from your mouth?
Both.
Ba-da-bum.
How do you add people in here?
I like how
Or
Ethan
like-
has to insist that he doesn't have a fart fetish because of how funny he
Goddamn,
thinks
Mikey.
farts are.
What's that?
No, I'm just saying. He's said that on the show before. He's just like, my fetish is definitely not farts. I'm serious. I just think they're
Oh,
funny,
yeah.
okay?
He's just a
Yes.
connoisseur.
That's absolutely it. Do you think I speak like suspiciously enough that I would actually have one?
No.
Because I feel like if I actually had one, I would probably be a lot more coy and
Yeah, there'd be a different energy to the jokes.
yeah, it would be very reclusive and feel like-
Well, you're assuming
yeah.
that you, because like, I guess is embarrassed of his gas.
I mean, I've
mask
never
kink.
told you mine.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've also told you at least 3 of mine, so...
See,
Yeah.
feet. Twinks?
Well, that's not really a kink. That's just more like a body type preference.
I don't remember any other kink you told me besides foot. You can censor all this if you want. Oh, I never heard that one.
On the specifically.
Actually, oh, that's an interesting one.
Very good, Mikey.
And what's the third one then?
I'm trying to remember.
Do you remember the 21st day?
1st of September.
It is September right now.
Yes, it is.
Timber, when the walls fell. Mikey edited in the clip.
Timber. What does that mean? Fire. Does timber mean fire? Timber. His arms wide.
Post Mikey's gonna be very annoyed at me for asking for that edit.
Okay, so if I put into service mode,
Alonso's trying to fix his TV right now as we are playing. This is the most Game Mavericks thing ever.
Oh, that's all Alonso does in this playthrough is look up stuff on the internet.
And I love it. I love having that. He's like chilling in the background.
Function.
Like the third member of a podcast that's advertised as having 2 people.
The total elapsed cylinder rotation time hours. Hour time stop and check button.
That was not a dig towards Alonso either.
Not at all.
Yeah. When you are infinitely more savage when you try to be kind.
Well, it's like I explained it. Yes, I explained it and did not come out the way I was intending. It's having that energy, not like it's a useless third member.
That's what we could say about most of the part samples.
Having that energy?
No, not coming out the way you intended.
Power turn.
I wanted them to be louder.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how you make a sound like Fart 41. That's the alien fart?
It was the position I was sitting.
Yeah. Well, like, I had a fart at the end of the last part, because, like, you're just like, Mikey, let's go on a break for 10 minutes, and it's like, okay. And then Ethan went to get chips, and Alonso went to make coffee, and then you can just hear me rustling against the microphone, and it just ends with... and then it cuts to the end thing.
Was that a legit fart, or did you just edit one in?
Yeah, it was a legit fart. Like, I moved the microphone so my butt would be...
It was a legit fart.
Yeah.
Was it a real fart or a legit?
It was a spontaneous real fart that came from my butthole into the microphone.
Oh, wow.
Gross. I can't figure out how to... I don't use Discord that much. I can't figure out how to, like, add you to this or share it with you.
Invite to send me an invite.
You can't do it on mobile, and I can't...
I'm having the damnedest time getting on that fucking tree today.
So I can't invite people, but can I, like, send a link for you to request?
Well, yeah, if you're not, like... If it's an invite-only server, you might have to get an admin to do it.
Boom, 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 boom.
Where would you find that? If it's invite or not? Or invite only?
Could use the Google.
The Google.
I only have access to my mouse at the moment.
Then use the on-screen keyboard.
No, like my... What?
There's an on-screen keyboard.
I only have the mouse in my hand because my dog is on my lap and I...
Yes, I'm saying that you can use the mouse to click on an on-screen UI keyboard.
Nah. I'll just keep watching you play and give up. No CRT group for Mikey, because this is all just to teach him how to pack his TV to send it to old E-Dog. Someday.
So that I can use it for 5 seconds.
I'm gonna use it every time we record Sniff Mavericks. I might make me feel more motivated to record my own stuff if I ever want to do that.
Record.
Plus, it's going to be like a huge show-off piece in my room. Like, look how professional I am when I have my...
Look, I have this monitor from 1993.
I love that shit. I have a couple of TVs from 1984, but neither of them really work. One of them has the
In
cord snap, but I've just been
1983,
too
a
lazy
shitty
to...
game based on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was released for the Atari 2600.
That was 83.
That's another one of those movies that nobody has ever seen.
Halloween or Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, I hate it when Mikey says that.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen Texas
Yes.
Chainsaw Massacre?
Yes.
When?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, every now
seems
and
like-
then whenever it's Halloween time, it's like one of the movies that's on, like, repeat.
On broadcast
Is it?
television.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the first I was supposed to use those clouds to get up here. Okay. Not to be confused about my sexy twunk husband, Cloud. Okay. Let's go grab that fluff. Okay, so now we need to ride the wind. And hopefully
Put it
the
in a
last
gentle
point is here.
spark
This is
cloud
going to be a short
wafting.
trip. Was that
Save
about
the
drift
wafting?
to the other side. Nothing. You'll hear it in post.
You
Don't be
gonna ask
afraid
me
to say no to my edits.
I'm scared now. No, what the hell was that? What?
No!
Did you see that?
Oh, you have to redo all of that. Are you still recording?
Kiss my penis. Yes, we are still recording.
Okay, good.
Start the tune
Alright.
program. Add, delete, track down. Recording, search, counter, reset. Stop speed.
Alonzo,
Yes.
could you look up how to improve your commentary a little bit?
Well, making you talk less would be a big part of it.
I am very interested in listening to what he has to say.
Yeah. The improving commentary is hearing less Mikey and more Ethan and Alonso.
He was making a
It
joke.
was
He
just a
wasn't-
joke, everybody. Relax.
He was quoting.
Hey, if you're gonna throw it, be ready to receive it.
Those in a glass house don't throw stones. Also, don't get dressed. People will watch you naked.
Let's see. There's one I'm
Oh no,
missing.
I wanted to hear Alonzo's story from earlier. Why is he interested in getting a CRT again or getting back into it after not using it for so
CRT?
long?
Oh, I just had it for a while, and I finally have an office and extra space to do my stuff, so it's not in storage anymore. So I kind of want to just start, kind of setting it up for just small stuff.
Does it ever, like, do us talking about it all the time ever pique your interest, or?
Oh no, I've always had the interest and had it. I just like it displays in general. It's a big device I have. I have like 7 monitors.
I was about to
Stuff
say.
like that.
I was about to say. I had a dream once when we were in college. I told the story before, but one time I had a dream that I walked into your dorm room at the Heights, and Alonzo had 8 monitors up, formed in, like, it was a 2x6, and then 2 more on the side. And you're like, yeah. It's like, check out my setup, but they were all the same. There was all like duplicate view, so it was all the same things. He's like, yeah, I'm thinking actually about getting another one. I'm thinking about getting one more.
So
And
this
that- but,
was
like-
the room that he and I shared?
Yes, in the dream, and like his
Oh.
setup was underneath his side of the bed.
Okay.
But
so,
like,
so
as if
it's
you
under
could
his
fit 8
veil of
monitors
clothes
under
that he
there.
used to disguise his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And selecting cable channels 100
Where's
to
the
125. The first 100 keys. Press
Oh, it's
OK.
up there.
Good thing there's no time limit on this episode, am I right?
Yeah.
Well, I always forget what the last one is.
Meanwhile, this is one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
But Mikey, when are we gonna play Super Monkey Ball?
Whenever you decide to record it.
Me? You don't like that game?
I've barely I played the first one for like 5 minutes.
That was one of my childhood games because when my dad got remarried, they came with a GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually did kind of grow up with a GameCube, but I think we only had like 3 or 4 games for it.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget about that chapter of my life. That I actually did technically have a GameCube, but yeah, we did Super Monkey Ball 2.
Super Monkey Ball.
Super Monkey Ball 2 when we played one of those Rugrats games. We played those a lot.
They're making a new
But
Rugrats
mostly
game.
Super Monkey Ball 2. We loved that shit. And they lost their memory card because they were very irresponsible with their stuff. and they're
Did
just very
Schwingy's
hard on
brother
their stuff.
steal that one too?
No, he did not steal that one.
Tape operation.
That was Schwingy's brother, right?
No, this is my step siblings.
No, you told a story once about how you had a friend whose brother would steal memory cards. And you
No,
said,
he would take his memory cards, and the first thing he would do is immediately delete all the save data and wipe it like a fresh memory card. And he was like addicted to doing that. Because Thomas, his younger brother's 7 years younger than him, so we're like 9, 10, 11, and Kobe's 3, 4, 5, 6 doing this. So he'd come back and he'd want to get back to the game he was playing, like Final Fantasy, and it would be wiped clean again.
No, yeah. I just finished Final Fantasy VII.
Rebirth?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, how
original.
was that? You remember you mentioned that.
I mean, I guess
OG or Rebirth?
I liked it. Which is surprising. I wasn't expecting to, but
OG or Rebirth?
the
OG.
original.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't understand. It seems like one of those games that you had to be there at the time to understand why it's so beloved.
Me too. That's why I didn't even finish it.
But, by the third disc, you get some really neat materia, and then it starts becoming pretty fun. I enjoyed a lot of the side quests at the end of the game the most, because that's when you have, the 2 times cut materia, the double magic. That's when you get, Knights of the Round and stuff.
Right.
Because my favorite Final Fantasy game is 5. That's my favorite one, because it's
the
just
Snapster?
here's all these fun little mechanics, go nuts. And that's what I loved. Whereas a lot of the other older Final Fantasy games seem to be pretty bog standard RPGs by comparison, where it's you don't get to pick your build, you don't get to experiment a lot. Here's a black mage, here's a monk, here's a ninja. That's what 6 is, from my understanding. Is just here are all of these characters. They all have predetermined builds. The only thing you can really change is what magic they learn through Magicite or whatever. I never got that far in 6 to the point where you unlock magic, so yeah.
Mikey, what's wrong? That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, baby. Looks like a good boy. Maki jumped up and she's all alert for some reason. Despite the fact there's
She
nothing in the
heard
house.
disturbance in the force.
She heard
As if a
Alonso's
million
TV crackle to
voices
life.
suddenly cried out in pain, and then was suddenly silenced.
Shine get.
Yes.
So is this it?
All
Or are we
right.
doing another one?
Whew. And we got... And remember that each 20 blue coins is worth a shine as well.
Are you doing these right now, or are we wrapping up?
Yeah, we're wrapping up, I think, for today. That's enough. We'll do the
Wrapping
last
up you,
2.
Willie.
Join us on the next episode of Sniff